Alright, I just woke up. I think we're the 18th of April, 2020. Past 10 o'clock. I woke up around 10. I just uploaded 5 videos. My internet speed is slow. I have 5 more to do because I didn't do any yesterday because I did like almost nothing yesterday. If you've seen the videos. Sometimes I'll do a few videos in one day and then I'll just post them one day after the other and they come out maybe a month, maybe even 2 months after. I'm just keeping the content going to make me feel like everything is together, you know. If you've paid attention, and I say if because I know people are not paying attention. I'm not even paying attention to me, whatever's inside my head. But there was always the guy. He's shown up on one or two videos, one in French and one in English. I think he showed up in one of my Britney Spears videos. Yes, I did a Britney Spears mental health video, lightly. And he's in there, briefly. The guy. And I'm always at a dilemma with this guy because I don't have many choice of people I'm attracted to or even hang out with or whatever the case may be. And yeah, he has a boyfriend, but he's not faithful at all, and he's not really capable of loving himself or anybody else in that way. And but you know, he says he goes through his depressions and all that stuff, and most probably, I mean, if you're on that much gear, it's like there's a reason for that, you know. But he's nowhere to be sight for me now. It's hard for me to come to grips as to why. I mean, I know he's afraid of a lot of things. He's probably, you know, afraid of getting the corona and all that stuff. But maybe not. But he hasn't worked out, and I invited him here to work out. He came once, and then that was it. So, me as borderline, it's hard to kind of wrap my head around why he's incognito. Except for the occasional, I've hit him up online and all that. But I have to kind of be aware that I see things negatively as rejection and abandonment, because there's no one here, you know, but I'm not the only one. But there's no one I could call as a friend or whatever, because he's not capable of being a friend, like in the sense that I need, you know what I mean? I mean, we've hung out during the summer and stuff. Like, I haven't even known him for a year yet, so it's a short period of time, but he doesn't talk about his feelings with anyone, and he's in a big lie with his boyfriend. That's how he operates. They both kind of operate that way. You know, the other one isn't out. This is all from what he's telling me. Isn't out. They never met their parents and all that crap. And so that's nothing I want to get involved in anyways. And I was kind of able to handle it, to manage it. The issue is that I have no other option right now. No selection. And that's the hard part. I mean, the part of getting over someone, I mean, is being able to be by yourself, but also, that's the whole radical acceptance, right? Accepting to be alone, but at the same time trying to get more friends and get more people in your life, that you don't have to focus just on one person, which is a borderline trait too, you know, just there's only one person in your life and that's it, you know? And that's not it. That's not the way it should be, you know what I mean? You have to have more people. So that's where I'm at. And also at the same time, I don't feel like calling anybody. Like if you saw, I think my video on my therapist from yesterday, one of them, it didn't work because of connection problems or whatever, and I was like, I'll talk to you next week. He's like, oh, if you need help or whatever, you know, we could do it Monday or whatever, and I'm like, no, let's just set it for next Friday. I think partly because I don't know if I want the punishment. I feel that's all I'm worth. You know what I mean? That I don't deserve to have someone help me. Or I don't want to impose on the other person. Or I just don't want to talk to my psychologist now. I'm fed up. I don't know which it is, really. So this is where my mindset is right now. It's long past if you've seen a few videos before where I had to tell someone who's coming to use my equipment, you know, basically I didn't tell them to fuck off, but I stated, you know, I confronted them and said, what's your intentions coming here and all that. That's what my psychologist told me to do. And so I finally did it. But of course it didn't pan out well. Well, it panned out well is that he's not here. But it's like he didn't really, you know, want to be friends anyway. And I'm kind of angry. I was angry for the past week or so because I let someone in that didn't have any intentions, you know. And I was only charging him $5, which was like nothing, and it was more stressful than anything. So I'm long past that because it kind of escalated to other things that no one's here. No contact with anyone. Even my psychologist, even my group therapy, you know. My group therapy asked me if I needed any resources, if I needed anything, and I'm like, I'm alright. But am I alright? That's the thing. I'm not alright, but don't know what to do from here. Like if I ask for a resource, so what? What is that going to do? It's like I'm dependent on something that is not a friend, you know what I mean? What I need is friends. So are you going to help me to get friends? No, you can't help me to get friends. It's the whole vicious circle. So that's kind of why I'm not even asking for the resources, because it's like I don't like being in the same revolving door of nothingness, you know. Which reminds me of a therapy group for my wasn't even a therapy group. It was a they call it what do you do when you come back from it's not Alcoholics Anonymous, but they have all these healing groups. They're just people helping each other. Recovery. So there was one of the first groups, I think the second group I was going to, trying to find groups that I could fit into. And it was called Recovery International. And I saw it for what it was, in the sense that people were kind of addicted to kind of being in the same place and whining about their situations and not actually doing anything about it. So that's when I knew I kind of had to get out of there, because it wasn't helping me. I don't want to whine about everything that's not going well in my life. I want to get past it, and progress. So when I see I don't progress, that's kind of what irks me. So having to rely on someone all the time that I know will eventually not be there, or isn't good for me to do that, it's kind of like being... I'd like to have a friend to rely on, as vice versa. Which I don't have. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at. So here I am, putting sunscreen on my face, various layers, and trying to make it look like I'm not a ghost from the ultra white zinc on my face, to kind of give me the sense that I'm actually taking care of myself and going about my day, to kind of keep my mood stable, I guess. I don't know. This is where I'm at.